Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm Bud Haddonfield, and on this episode we're going to the movies. And we're going to be reviewing one of the coolest horror movies from the 1990s, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. This movie was a special request by Tyler Picard. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight came out in 1995, and it starred William Sadler, Billy Zane, Dick Miller, Thomas Hayden Church, and was one of the very early performances by Jada Pinkett.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
William Sadler was in one of the very first episodes of Tales from the Crypt, and in this movie he plays Breaker, which is a guy who's been alive for a very long time, I believe dating back to the early 1900s. He's kept alive for some reason. Don't say exactly what it is, but he is the keeper of this mysterious key that he goes around, and it looks like it has somewhat blood texture in it, which we find out later on that it is blood, and it actually goes back to being the blood of Jesus Christ at one point of time. So he's chased by Billy Zane, who's a demon trying to get the key, and they get into a car wreck. He gets out, he tries stealing a car, it doesn't work out, and he meets Dick Miller, who's one of the coolest character actors. He was in all of Joe Dante's movies. And he brings him to a hotel that was a decommissioned church that's run by C.C.H. Pounder's character. And within the hotel, we get a lot of other characters, such as Jada Smith. We get a prostitute named Cordelia, and a weird ex-mailman named Wally. And man, does this guy look familiar.
Postmaster comes in, and he rips my name tag right off my shirt, right in front of everybody. And like that's not bad enough, he took my Mr. Zippy patch.
I don't see why you couldn't just give me a pill to keep me from dreaming.
Everyone's got to dream, young lady. If you don't dream, you go.
No, I don't think that's it.
The liquor store guy, he knew.
In other words, the whole damn town knows it. Come on, get out of here.
So in comes in one of the slimiest characters, and I'm not talking about Billy Zane. I'm talking about Thomas Hayden Church's character, Roach. And he is a complete piece of work, and he looks like he fits right in the 90s. Well, the sheriff and Deputy Bob comes in with Billy Zane's character, and when I tell you, he has to be one of the greatest actors of the 90s.
My fiancé! Yes, you are, and my wife in practice, if not yet by law, so you will honor me.
Billy Zane completely dispatches the sheriff.
Why wait? Give me the keys.
So now we know exactly what's going on. Billy Zane is a high-level demon, one of the main badasses, the final boss, if you want to say. and he is looking for the key, because once he gets the key, pretty much the darkness comes to life and everything good goes away. But the blood is what's keeping him away from it. So he gets out of the decommissioned church / hotel, and he starts summoning, by cutting his hand open, all these creepy looking pumpkin head demons.
You're not worth the flesh you're printed on! Fuck this cowboy shit! You fucking ho dunk, po dunk, well then there, motherfuckers! All you have to do is give me the goddamn key! And we could get on with our lives! Alright, this property is hereby condemned.
So from here, how's the movie rolls, all of our little side characters are either getting killed, taken over, possessed, and they turn into horrific, cool-looking demons.
Go out the back door. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up.
Man, talk about ugly.
What's going on? What's in there? Danny, is that you? Danny, how the hell did you get down here? Come on. Come on, Danny. I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. Come on. Come on. You all right?
You ain't gonna kill me.
You have my word.
Hell on earth business? Big fucking deal. I got hemorrhoids. Vaya con Dios.
And a vaya con diablos to you too, sir. Oh, Roach, there's just one more thing I forgot to mention. I lied.
I didn't want this. But I had no choice.
Oh, yeah! We got a whole lot of trouble. God help!
You will give me what I want.
Can I have it?
So the sheriff gets his head punched through, and it actually looked pretty cool. Most of these kills / possessions are really great. The special effects in here are top notch. You can tell none of it's CGI because it's just amazing special effects. Um, Roach makes a deal with Billy Zane's character, and of course, Billy Zane, being the slimy piece of shit that's from hell that he is, completely lies to him, and Roach dies in a horrific fashion. Cordelia gets taken over, and she kills Wally. CCH Pounder gets her arm ripped off. So does that make CCH Pounder's arm CCH Quarter Pounder? Uncle Willie gets taken over by the booze. Danny, the little boy, gets possessed after reading a comic. That was actually pretty cool. You can see Danny's mother and father when they were in the mines. I don't know how the hell they found it. If it was supposed to be an ancient mine that went throughout the... Anyway, I'm splitting hairs. You can see that they were turned into demons. And the cool part is how you dispatch them all is you take out their eyes. So that's pretty cool. And I would have loved to seen a really cool video game tie into this where, of course, you got to shoot them in the eye or whatnot to kill them. But CCH Pounder and the deputy, they pretty go out with a heroic fashion by using some grenades that got left behind from Wally, because apparently he was a postman that got fired for stealing mail, and he had all kind of guns, but there was no bullets, but there was grenades. And apparently he was supposed to take out the post office, so I guess he was literally going postal. So, but like I said, they go out in a horrific, heroic fashion, pulled the pins, and it took out a lot of the demons. And when Danny turns, that's when he kills off Breaker. But before Breaker could die, he passes on whatever job he had over to Gerlon, which was, I can't think of her goddamn name, Will Smith's wife. The dude that got slapped, G.I. Jane. I love Chris Rock. So yeah, now she's the keeper of the key. So from here, we get towards the end. It's very music video-y fashion. Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know why they all couldn't think of that. Anyway, music video fashion. And when we get to the ending, it was really cool. And it was so cool that almost 20 years later, the Conjuring series, The Nun, completely ripped it off.
I'm gonna take your heart.
So she spits the blood into Billy Zane's face, which causes him to die and deteriorate and get a pretty good death. So she is now the keeper of the key and going around keeping it safe and trying to stay safe in this demon apocalypse of the 1990s. So from here, we get the Crypt Keeper, and he's going to the premiere for his movie, and everything's great. It's kind of weird looking to see him because that's a little CGI. That's the only time I remember seeing CGI is when the Crypt Keeper's walking around. So that was, I wish they could have did better with that, but I'm splitting hairs here. This movie came out, I believe, in between the last two seasons, because I believe Tales from the Crypt ended in 1997. So that would have put season 7 around this time. It was the first of a planned trilogy. We were supposed to get a New Orleans zombie type movie, and for some reason this movie underperformed in the box office, I believe because it hit in January of 1995, if I'm not mistaken, and that's when they dumped all the crap in there. I could be wrong about the month, but I believe that they had planned it to come out around Halloween time in October. So from here, we get Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, and it's completely played down. It's not as mainstream as Demon Knight was, but that was a good movie in itself. And then a few years after that, we got Ritual, which was a kind of a turd bucket, but we got Craig Shifter, Jennifer Grey, and Tim Curry of all people. So when Tales from the Crypt ended, they turned it into a Saturday morning cartoon, and it had 3 seasons called Tales from the Crypt Keeper. And I thought it was pretty cool. It was fun. Tales from the Crypt is just great. Anything with the Crypt Keeper's cool. But like I said, it only lasted 3 seasons. And M. Night Shyamalan was supposed to bring it back a couple years ago. I don't know why the hell it did. Why the hell he didn't do it, but hopefully they decide to pull the rabbit out of their ass and get it over with. But Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight was really cool. It was a fun, classic throwback horror movie. Just great kills, great acting. So out of 5 stars, I'll definitely give it 4. So check it out, Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. You can find it anywhere, Blu-ray, DVD. I think it's on all the streaming services that you can buy it, and it's not that expensive. But give it a shot. Thank you. Thank you for viewing this week's episode. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for taking this ride with us while we go to the movies. So, I'm Bud Haddonfield. This is The Last Video Store, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.